there, Michael Watkins here from the Code Chasers Digital Marketing. Listen, in this video, I'm going to break down to you how I would scale my pressure washing business if I had $0 and 0 cents in the bank account. That's it. Again, you heard that right. No money, nada. I have absolutely nothing. And I'm also going to show you how you can scale with marketing systems in your pressure washing business with that same amount of money as well. All right. So this has been a very highly requested video that I do on the channel. So I can't wait to break this down to you. Stay tuned. We're going to get into it. Check it out. All right. So this is step one. We need to get our equipment without a significant amount of cash up front, right? And so this is really one of the most important things, right? You can't really pressure wash a driveway without a surface cleaner. I mean, you got to have it. I'm not sure how you do it without it. You've got to have that pressure washing wand. You've got to have the chemicals. You've got to have the stuff. So you've got to find a way to procure those things at a very, very low price or really without any cash up front, because guess what? Cash is not your friend and you really don't have any cash, right? That cash, you don't have any. You're broke. So you have $0. So how do we get that equipment without any cash up front? Well, you're going to ask some friends and family if you can maybe borrow their pressure washer. Maybe they have some sort of surface cleaner. Maybe they have a pressure washing wand. Maybe they have some equipment you can maybe fix on or maybe send someone to fix. I think that's something that's really worked for some of our clients here at the Code Chaser Digital Marketing that kind of started out this way and have scaled to, multiple six figures, 7 figures and beyond, is that they really asked friends and family or they knew a guy in their area that had that equipment and they kind of lent it to them. And they kind of went crazy from there, right? So that's also a really great way to get equipment. Also, you guys know I love Facebook. Facebook Marketplace is a fantastic place to get that equipment because really, I see all the time, Facebook Marketplace has that pressure washing equipment sometimes for free or like for $0 or 1 cent or something like that, just to put a price on there. But most of the time you can get, pressure washing equipment that's been lightly used or might have some damage that can be fixed if you know how to fix it for a very, very low price, if anything, right? So I would definitely look on Facebook Marketplace or those kind of free to use or low cost deals. That's a very, very good place to look as well. Or, if you're kind of just trying to test this out, you don't really know what you're doing, you're kind of going in different directions, just rent a pressure washer. Maybe pressure wash your house or pressure wash your driveway, maybe pressure wash a friend's house or your parents' house or something like that, just to see if this actually is going to be for you, because so many people actually don't end up renting one. I'm going to circle that. They actually don't end up renting one. And they have, they really don't like pressure washing. They actually want to do it. So it's very important that you know that this is what you want to do. And actually at each of these steps, I'm going to be highlighting what income level you're going to be at in each step of your pressure washing business. So step one, you have no income. You're just starting out. So this is what I would do to actually get that equipment and procure it at a very, very low cost up front as well. Let's go ahead and get into step two. All right. Step two, you're hustling smart. You're getting clients. You're thinking on your toes. You're doing everything you can to really get those first 5 to 10 clients. So like I said, as it says right there, ask those 5 to 10 people that to clean their house for cheap or maybe even for free, just to get those reviews, just to kind of get that dominance in your area. So yeah, I would ask those 5 to 10 people that and actually I would ask family and friends as well. That's actually a very good resource when you're starting any sort of business, is asking those family or friends. And I would offer maybe $40 or $50 off for a driveway or a patio or something like that, or even do it for $40 or $50, right? And I actually would also post in those Facebook groups and in the Nextdoor app. One of the best things about the Nextdoor app is that, when you begin to do a good job in a specific neighborhood, Nextdoor will actually recommend you to those homeowners in that area. And you'll actually begin to be recommended for pressure washing, driveway cleaning, siding cleaning, things like that, right? So I would actually really go hard on Nextdoor, because Nextdoor is a really, really great resource. Also Facebook groups, and I'll tell you why. There's a lot of homeowner Facebook groups and like stay-at-home moms and HOA groups and things like that. And if you can really be active in those Facebook groups, on those Nextdoor apps and those groups there, and things like that, really get the achievements and really build the local dominance in both of those two places, you're definitely going to begin to get a consistent monthly stream of income being developed in your pressure washing business. And as I said, we're going to be tracking what is your monthly income potential at each step of the way. And that's about $100, $300 a month is your potential income as you begin to get those first, 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs for your pressure washing business as well. All right, so this is step 3. Now, usually by step 3, you're beginning to build some momentum in your pressure washing business, right? You're beginning to slowly but surely begin to get local dominance in your area. And whether that be from those Facebook group posts, you're talking to the HOAs, you're talking to the neighborhood associations, you're beginning to post on Nextdoor, you're in the Nextdoor groups. Maybe you've gotten neighborhood fave if you're in a small enough area, right? But usually it takes a long time to get that and some years of experience. But sometimes people get it early, right? I've seen that happen. You're beginning to build your pressure washing business up, right? This is a really happy, crucial step. And really what you want to do in this step is take pictures of every single job. Really those first, 5 to 10 jobs, take a photo of everything, document everything, get those before and after shots, those driveways, those walkways, the bricks, the siding, the roof, all that stuff like that. You really want to document everything so that you can use that later in Facebook ads, even just right now on Facebook posts, for your pressure washing business, and to really highlight your expertise in the area as well. And be sure to ask for those 5-star reviews on Google and on Facebook. And you really want to get that before you leave the job site. We talk about this a lot here at the Code Chaser Digital Marketing. And I've had the pleasure of working with tens of hundreds of pressure washing businesses over the years that have scaled to 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and 7 figures and beyond. And one of the common things of all of them is that they ask for the reviews on the job site. They have some sort of automated review system via QR code or something to get those reviews on the job site before the customer forgets. And they have something to incentivize that customer as well to give that review. That's a whole nother thing, but you've got to do it. And you've got to start some sort of Google business profile. Now, I wrote at the bottom, reviews equals king, because guess what? You're going to be the king of that area. You're going to be the dominant pressure washing company in your area with the more reviews you get on that Google business profile. Because guess what? Google's going to see you as a more relevant company in the area for pressure washing, power washing, paver sealing, soft washing, whatever, right? Because Google uses that to determine relevance when it comes to search results as well. That's really how SEO and paid ads work, right? So you really want to make sure you're getting those reviews and you're taking care of those things before you leave the job site. Really, this is the first step that you kind of begin to build those systems in your pressure washing business as well. All right, so by step 4, you're making $1,000 a month. You're at $1,500 a month. You're mamming and jamming. You've got some jobs. You've got some consistent deal flow. Now it is time. If you haven't already, I would do it by step 2, but this is now the time to set up some sort of social media presence for your pressure washing business. Once you've kind of gotten the jobs, you get a feel for the business, you like it, you've got your equipment. Maybe you've bought some new equipment, some new chemicals. You're a pressure washing business owner. Now is the time to act like it and get that social media presence. Make a Facebook page, make an Instagram page, heck, even make an X page if you want to. I'm not sure how many homeowners are on X, but that's your discretion. Facebook page plus Instagram. And I would be posting every single day. Photos, pictures, short captions, reels of you actually doing the job go a very long way from what we've been doing here at the Code Chaser Digital Marketing. And I would add a contact button to almost every single post. And I would have a very strong CTA, a call to action on most of the posts that you put out, really all of them as well. And I would add your phone number and or your website, right? And usually by this stage, I would really be looking at investing in a very good website for my pressure washing business. And we'll discuss that in step 5 and 6. But you really want to have that phone number and your website on that social media profile to actually build that local dominance in your area, and people can actually reach out to you fast and easy on that social media profile as well. So you want to set that up. This is step 4, setting up your social media presence. This is what I would do by this time in my pressure washing business to actually scale and grow it. All right, step 5 is what's really separating, as my grandmother would say, the men from the boys, right? So this is a really crucial step in your pressure washing business. Automations, and really setting up follow-up and referral automations in your pressure washing business. Having systems in place that are calling and texting clients to kind of keep them warm in your pipeline, kind of keep them top of mind. A perfect example is, right now, as I put this video out, it is May 26, 2025. It's Memorial Day, right? And really, this is the threshold between the spring and the summer, right? Spring is pretty much done. Now it's summertime, right? So you really want to contact those clients from the spring and see if they're going to need some summer work, right? You need them to come back out for some summer work, maybe do some driveway cleaning, some siding cleaning. Heck, maybe get the deck ready for the summer parties, the pool deck ready for the summer parties, things like that, right? So really you want to keep those people warm for other times in the year, other times in your pressure washing business and things like that, right? And you want to send those texts out, right? Do you know, maybe some family and friends who might need this, one or two other people, things like that, people in the area that might need my help, right? If you like what I did, refer me. And usually when you do a good job and you give a pretty good price, if people like what you're doing, nonetheless, they're going to usually refer you to somebody else, right? That's usually what happens. And if they don't, or they need a little bit of encouragement to refer you, give them $20 off their next cleaning, give them $50 off. Hell, give them a gift card, give them something like that. I mean, they'll really like that. And it really kind of keeps them happy with your company, your services, and kind of really keeps you with people that are willing to speak highly of your company and highly of your services. As entrepreneurs, all of us, whatever industry we're in, pressure washing, marketing, plumbing, roofing, whatever, we all need those people that can speak highly of our businesses and what we do as well. And really at this stage, you're going to be at $1,500 to $2,000 a month. In the next stage, you're really going to be cracking that $5,000 a month threshold as well. And so this is it. This is the final step, step 6 of how I would scale and grow a pressure washing business with $0 in the bank account to at least $60K per year in yearly annual revenue is Facebook ads and lead forms. Yes, that's right. I said it. You need to be investing in some sort of paid ad strategy to actually grow and scale your pressure washing business. I mean, much past $60K annually, but this is the point where I would actually begin to look at, I have some extra money. I have some capital. If I'm, running my business finances correctly, my accounts correctly, I have some capital to begin investing seriously in Facebook ads, Google ads. But I would aim for Facebook ads in my pressure washing business to bring in some more local clients and scale much faster, right? And I would actually begin to run them in my town and really target those zip codes that I know I'm performing the best in my pressure washing business. So if that's a set of 5 zip codes, 6 zip codes, 10 zip codes, whatever, you should be tracking this really in some sort of CRM or some sort of spreadsheet already before you run Facebook ads if you're not doing that already. But I would actually specifically target those areas that I know I'm performing very, very well in. And I would actually begin to target those homeowners and those people in that area with my services as well. I would offer a free estimate or $79 for new clients or some sort of, money off or, some sort of hook to get them reeled in from that Facebook ad. As we always say here at the Coach Chaser Digital Marketing, you've got to have a good offer. And especially with this being your first time potentially running Facebook ads, your offer is essential, right? Also, using Facebook lead forms and a CRM to track all of this information. Now is a really great time to get a CRM for your pressure washing business at this annual income. But honestly, I would be getting a CRM pretty much when you get started. I would definitely be getting some sort of CRM to track leads, get phone numbers, get emails, get their information, things like that, and really become a strategic entrepreneur. And Facebook lead forms work. They're okay, but you really want to use that CRM to track everything because Facebook lead forms and their Meta Business Suite system can really only go so far. So this is the final step, step 6 of how I would be growing my pressure washing business with $0 is I would be launching Facebook ads and setting up a CRM to track my leads to expedite the growth of my pressure washing business. Well, that's it. That's how I would grow my pressure washing business if I had to start one today with $0 in my bank account and scale it to at least $60K annually. Now, I want to leave you with this. This is a saying I always love. You don't need a loan, you need a plan. And really, this video was made for people that doubt themselves, that have always wanted to get started in pressure washing but never have, or, have always made excuses or say they might get started later and never do, or just feel like they can't because they just don't have much capital, right? That's kind of where I wanted to kind of bust all those myths and tell you, you don't need a loan. You don't need to ask your parents. You don't need to ask a friend. You need a strategic plan with the money you have. and you need to make it work, right? So I hope that this plan was valuable. I hope you're able to learn something from this. If you want a plan just like this and you want to learn how to run Facebook ads, Google ads, get a website, and do SEO for your pressure washing business, go to thecodechasers.com, book a discovery call with me, a one-on-one call. We're going to take your pressure washing business from where you are and help you scale to 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, 7 figures and beyond, and help you blow your business out of the water. All right. So I can't wait to see you soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.